The only thing that be on my mind running from police. Nigga gotta get to that bag, no one can't hold me. Everybody on dimmy time, I fight like Tanjiro. I ain't even needed cash, still feel like I was broke. I can tell you about my past, used to sleep on the floor. Too many snakes in the grass, I stay with antidote.
Yeah. Welcome to the YouTube channel, man. It's King Cam, man. Casey back in this bitch, man. You already know what's going on, man. And it's gonna be a different video this time. This is the top 10 units in Dragon Ball Legends after what's the name? Damn. Beast Gohan's release, dick. It's gonna be the top 10 units after Beast Gohan's release. So we got some honorable mentions like the droids, Rev Gohan, Future Gohan, damn Tapion, Whis. We got a couple other people, but they were just units that couldn't make the top 10, you know what I'm saying? I really wanted to put Rev Gohan in there, but I ain't gonna lie, but that boy really aged well. He really aged well. But without further ado, our 10th spot gonna have to go to our boy Piccolo, man. That boy Power Awakening Piccolo. That boy is something else. I tell you, that cover change, he knocks off all your damn cards. It'll be crazy not to put this boy in the top 10 list. Shit. I wanted to put him higher, but man, I don't know, man. I wanted to put him higher, but he gotta sit at number 10. He gotta sit at number 10. He's on the best team right now. He starts off at 80% damage inflicted, plus 50% if there's another Hyper Saiyan, Regen, or Super Warrior on the team. Shit. That's 120 damage inflicted. You know what I'm saying? Nah, 130. That's 130 damage inflicted. He paper thin, I ain't gonna lie, but he can reduce his damage by 60% when he enters the field, you dig? And he makes you draw cards slow, and he adds another 10% of your key to your cards. So that's just, I mean, that's very valid to be in the top 10, you know what I'm saying? He's very valid. He reduces key, he add-ons to allied damage. He got damn healed damn near fucking 90% of the game, shit. I mean, I think this man is definitely number 10 spot. I think I would be able to give him number 10 spot. Really, I would place him higher, but the people above him really just really hitting shit, you feel me? You can't knock these people I'm finna put ahead of him, so he definitely sits at number 10. I really give him that spot. And he has great synergy with Pan and Beast Gohan, so that right there will actually put him higher in the charts, but I might have to put him number 10 because when he plays solely by himself without Beast Gohan and Pain, he just doesn't perform as well. But at our 9th spot, we have our boy Dragon Fist Goku. Oh my god. On this release, he was very slept on. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was very slept on. He was not the anniversary character we wanted, but we definitely got him and we love him now. We definitely love him now. But I had to place him higher than Piccolo for the simple reason he nullifies cover change. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing nowadays. Everybody has a damn cover change, and he nullifies cover change. He only does it twice, but still, he nullifies cover change. He has his own cover change. And, I mean, he does some of the same shit Piccolo do, you know what I'm saying? When the battle starts, he starts at 90% damage inflicted. And when he enters the field, that's another 30% damage inflicted. And then he reduces damage inflicted by 60%. By 60%. That's the same thing Piccolo does. So, and he nullifies cover. The only thing he doesn't do that Piccolo does is that he doesn't heal the team. But plus, he still heals himself. He heals himself and he has a gauge. So when that gauge pops off, he goes completely bonkers. You know what I'm saying? He goes completely bonkers. Every time he hits a strike or blast card, he restores his health by 3%. He adds on another 10% damage inflicted, then tacks on another 5% to his ultimate damage. And if you ask me, he's just stronger than Piccolo, you know what I'm saying? He has a better kit. I dig his kit, you know what I'm saying? But we do have a better green ahead of Goku, and that is Super Saiyan Trunks. LF Super Saiyan Trunks. To put it bluntly, he's just a better green, you know what I'm saying? And not to mention, he's a complete complete counter for the androids. And he's the only one who has a slight chance of countering Beast Gohan right now. You know what I'm saying? He get two main abilities, like nobody in the game has that except for one other person. One other person has that. I mean, that's pretty broken if you ask me. He doesn't nullify cover change, but he does nullify element. He nullifies for 5 seconds every time he cover changes, and he nullifies when he pops his main for 10 seconds. He also has minus 30 to the enemy's sustained damage cut for 10 timer counts when he pop his main. That shit brazy, I ain't gonna lie to you. His value has skyrocketed crazy since Beast Gohan's release. I ain't gonna lie to you. Them hybrid Saiyans are now going crazy again. He's one of the only people in the meta right now who has a chance against Beast Gohan. So, I mean, he's a valid green right now. He's definitely a valid green right now. He definitely makes top 10. Number 8 holds him a very good spot in this list. But y'all are gonna shame me if I don't put my boy in the list, you dig? Y'all are gonna shame me if I don't put my boy in the list. I'm gonna have to put my boy at number 7. He's definitely sits at number 7. It's that boy MUI. That boy is the fucking craziest man to drop ever. Ever. Fuck Beast Gohan. He's the craziest person to ever drop. The only thing he doesn't have a cover change against is blue cards and green cards. This man literally can stand in the middle of the field and beat your ass, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. This man has clutched up so many fights for me, it doesn't even make sense. And the only reason I put my boy so low in the list right now is because God Key is not flourishing right now. Saiyans, I can say, yeah, they doing their thing. They doing their thing. But Universal Saga, like, come on now. Like, nah, man. We gotta have a better team for MUI, man. On on Festival, I can't wait to see who drops. I know it's gonna be Super Saiyan 4 tag, but when he starts the game, that's 90% damage inflicted. Plus, when he enters the field, that's another 40%. Plus, he gets his gauge back 15% every time he hits a strike or blast card. So, and now his gauge is filled up, and now he's back to the most annoying person in the game. He's countering everything. He's back to Doka autoing wins. You gotta give it to him, man. He's definitely one of the most annoying characters in the game right now. But for number 6, I'm gonna let the intro just play for itself.
Let's do this. And this is Super Vegito. Show me how tough you are by beating me.
At the number 6 spot, it has to be that boy Super Vegito. This man, when the battle starts at 110 damage and fucking inflicted. Yo, what the fuck? He ain't got blast armor like everybody else, but he sure as hell got that full counter like Meliodas, nigga. He nullifies his cover change, he nullifies endurance, he nullifies element, and after he hits that full counter, he gets 100% to strike guard's damage inflicted for 2 timer counts, restores his ki by 20, and nullifies enemy special actions that activate when changing cover for 10 timer counts. I definitely will place him higher in the list, but like I said before, his team is falling off in the middle right now. It's hybrid Saiyans or Saga moves. But with already 130% damage inflicted, his ultra ability gives him another 30% damage inflicted and another 30% to ki recovery. His blue card OP gets a new hand every time he hits a blue card and he restores his ki. His green card gives him another 20% to damage inflicted, so let's just do the math. That's 130 plus 30, that's 160. Plus 20, that's 180 damage inflicted. That's almost 200% damage inflicted. That's enough on Vegito though. Now it's time for our top 5.
I'm neither Goku nor Vegeta. I'm the one who's gonna take you down.
At the number 5 spot, we have that boy Ultra Super Gogeta. It's too much to say about Gogeta in too little time. We can start off by saying that he has 2 ults, or we can start off by saying that he nullifies element, Or we can start off by saying that he was the face of the saga in the movies. Or we could just say that he locks in. I mean, there's so much to say about Gogeta. Or 130% damage inflicted starting off when he's in the game. But at the number 4 spot is gonna have to be that boy Final Form Cooler. I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know why they keep giving Saga the movies buffs right now, but shit, he's the perfect counter for Super Saiyans right now. But now that hybrid Saiyans are running around right now, it's not too many coolers going around right now. He's the second best red on Saga the movies right now. His kit is crazy. If he has a blast in his hand when he starts to battle off, they automatically change to strikes. He nullifies the element of Super Saiyans. He's definitely by far the best red strike unit in the game right now. His kit is definitely going to age very well in the next year or so. There's one thing that's holding him back right now, and that's when Beast Gohan dropped. He changed the meta up to the point where there's no Super Saiyans running around no more, so Cooler's Super Saiyan effect really just went downhill. And don't get me wrong, I'm still saying he's a great unit, but for the simple fact there's not Super Saiyans running around right now, his value did decrease a little bit. Why he's so high on the list right now is that he's on the best team right now. And you can't tell me that Saga the Movies isn't the best team right now, because they have like 6 or 7 units in the top 10 and they have 5 units in the top 5. So I mean, so to say the least, Cooler should be in the top 5. I mean, number 4 is a good spot for him, because these top 3 units, they're simply just the only 3 people in the game right now that can counter Beast Gohan. So the number 3 spot is gonna have to go to that Sparking Pan that just dropped with Beast Gohan and Piccolo. She's simply the best support unit in the game right now. She's like a Vados, a Whis, a future Gohan all in one, you know what I'm saying? She's literally the only person in the game right now that can inflict downgrade to attack power. Like, have you ever heard of some shit like that? Not reduce damage, not reduce sustained damage cut, not none of that. Simply put, she replaced MUI, she replaced Cooler, she replaced every red unit in the game. But for the number 2 spot, I'll just play the intro. And at the number 2 spot is gonna have to be that boy Broly. Simply put, he's the best Super Saiyan we got right now. His damage output is crazy and he tanks like he's a defensive type. And this is what an Ultra unit was supposed to be from the jump. If you know me, then you know Broly is in my top 5 Dragon Ball characters of all time. So when Broly dropped, this was like a big thing for me. Like Ultra Broly, like, oh shit. But what's crazy to me is that 2 or 3 weeks ago, people were saying Broly was the worst Ultra unit to ever drop. Now people want to say he's the best purple in Saga the movies. Which is true, because a week ago he was the best character in Dragon Ball Legends. And now he's not. But he's still the best purple in Saga the movies though. He starts at 110 damage inflicted and 150 to ki recovery. He literally has the second best gauge in the game, second to MUI. But I'm sure you guys already know who's at that number 1 spot. And that number 1 spot is going to have to go to that boy Beast Gohan. I've never seen PvP so polluted with one team and with one guy at the centerpiece. And that is Saga of the Movies with Beast Gohan at the centerpiece. His gauge literally destroys all your cards. He nullifies element. He nullifies his cover change, and when he cover changes himself, he destroys cards. It's damn near impossible to rise and rush it, because once you do, he restores his health and he gets an endurance. I mean, this guy's kit is gonna age after 2 or 3 years for real. I mean, he's the best person to ever come out on Dragon Ball Legends. He nullifies element with blue cards and green card. And I don't see Beast Gohan leaving the meta anytime soon, for the simple reason he got his own transformation. He's not a Super Saiyan, and he's a Hybrid Saiyan. Hybrid Saiyan just literally took over the meta. Just look at Trunks, Pan, Gohan. I can keep naming, but I ain't gonna do that right now. We finna end this video off right here. I appreciate everybody for joining this video. This is the top 10 of Dragon Ball Legends. If you enjoyed this video, I need you to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I appreciate everybody for joining. We out.